This is going to be for the sign of Leo for the rest of May 2019. If this resonates with you, please like, share, or subscribe. If this does not resonate with you, please don't try to make it. I can't read for all Leos. If you're looking for information on how to donate to the channel, find my Facebook group where I offer free readings and updates on my YouTube channel. Or contact me via email for a private reading. All of that information will be in the description box below. Alright, so let's get into you guys' reading. You guys have a lot of cards coming out. I can tell you that. Whoa, okay, that's way too many. I try not to take more than like 4 cards at a time when they flip out like this. Okay. So we have the 8 of Wands. This is communication coming in fast, movement coming in fast, some sort of action happening fast. Followed by the 7 of Pentacles, which means needing to have patience. And then the 9 of Cups, which talks about turning your wishes into reality. Okay? So this is kind of like the central theme is going to be fast movement, patience, and manifesting. Or a combination of all 3 of those things. What is blocking you is the Strength card and the Ace of Cups. So do you have the strength enough to love yourself? Okay? The base of the reading is the 2 of Cups. The 2 of Cups talks about taking this cup and adding another one to it, but the other person has their Ace of Cups too, and then it becomes the 2 of Cups. 2 people that love themselves. Okay? In the recent past, you may have proposed to somebody or somebody may have proposed to you. You may have just built on a foundation that happened kind of quickly, and you want to have patience or the other person wants to have patience, but something is going on here where the patience is maybe lacking. Okay? In the crown position of the reading, where you're at in your head, is the 10 of Swords, which usually means the ending of something. Okay? The Queen of Pentacles and the Page of Cups. This could indicate the end of being single. This could indicate the end of a certain cycle in your life. I'm going to clarify these three cards right here with a clarifier. Why is the Ten of Swords, the Queen of Pentacles, and the Page of Cups here? Why are these three cards here? Why are these three cards here? Okay, we have the Blasted Tower. So something happened that shook you to your foundation. Can I get some more information? The King of Swords. Okay. Something happened at some point in time where you had to cut somebody out of your life or somebody cut you out of their life, or you experienced some sort of loss, and that's where you're at in your mind right now. That's still where you're at. In the near future, we have the Devil card. The Devil card represents things that are toxic for us. It can also represent addictions. It can represent Capricorn, and it can also represent Saturn. Saturn is retrograde right now, as is Pluto. So all of these things that are going on right now that have came up so far in the cards might be coming up in your life again to see if you've actually learned Saturn's lessons. It's like Saturn and Pluto are testing you. And if this is happening in some of these houses, it can be, excuse me, very hard. If it's the fourth house, it deals directly with your home life. The seventh house would deal with relationships, close relationships with like marriage partners and business partners. If it's your eighth house, then this would deal with scorpionic energy. This would also deal with things that are kept secret and unknown. If it's the ninth house, then it would deal with the way that you view your religious views and philosophy, your quest for knowledge even. Okay, so if this is happening in any of these houses right now for you, and this is like older energy that's coming out in your everyday life right now, this is not only a test from Saturn, but also a test from Pluto, because they're both retrograding in the same houses right now. for everybody that I've read any transit charts for, they're both Pluto and Saturn are both in the same house for them. Okay, and in the U position part of this spread, we have the Death card. This is the card of Scorpio. It's also the card of the 8th house. It can also deal with Pluto. Technically, Scorpio is ruled by Mars, but the Pluto energy also embodies scorpionic energy because it is very transformative. The 8 of Swords, being stuck, not knowing what to do, being in the dark. You see how she's blindfolded? And like I said before, the 8th house does represent Scorpio. And this is all the U position. The 6 of Pentacles talks about equal give and take. The 6th house represents work and health. And then we have the 2 of Pentacles, which represents the need for balance. And the 2nd house also deals with it's like the 1st house deals with the self, and the 2nd house deals with how we apply ourselves towards what we're going to do to build our foundation when it comes towards making money, it's not just making money though, it's also just foundational stuff. Like, it's how you choose to build onto your foundation. I hope this makes sense to you guys. Okay, in the what is coming towards you part of the spread is the Page of Wands. So these are new actions being taken. It might be a new way of looking at things. It might be something as simple as you watching this video and wondering what the hell is going on in your life, and hopefully my explanation will give you a little bit of insight. Hopefully. Okay, in the hopes and fears position, we have the Moon card. The Moon talks about secrets. It is the card of Pisces, but it also represents Cancer because Cancer is ruled by the Moon. It's also the 4th house. And it also talks about cycles. If you see the top of the card, there's the different cycles of the moon. We have different cycles as human beings too, how we transform and grow. That is followed by the Ace of Wands. This is a new beginning. And this is an action card. This is something that isn't thought about. Well, it's thought about, but it's actually acted upon. Though it might be acted upon slowly with the Knight of Pentacles being here. The Knight of Pentacles is a very slow-moving card. But Earth energy, once it puts its mind to something, 9 times out of 10, it gets done. I would almost say 9.5 times out of 10 it gets done. Okay? And then the last card we have is the Tower. Okay? Now, most of the time, if you guys are familiar with watching tarot videos, the Tower might be kind of frightening. But the Tower comes in to remind us that sometimes things built on faulty foundations need to crumble apart and fall so that they can be rebuilt. And when they are rebuilt, they are much stronger. And they're less likely to be able to deal with, it's less likely to have a tower moment where you feel like the waves are crashing around you, the sky is falling, and somebody has bombed your house and you're standing in the middle of it amongst all the rubble, wondering what the hell to do next and where to go from here. Okay? The tower isn't as bad as a lot of people think it is. Sometimes it's a forethought to look back at that tower moment and see what it did for you as a person and how much stronger as a person it made you. Okay? That's all I have for right now. Thanks. Bye.